The black people that the Tainos were referring to when talking to Christopher Columbus that came up from the southeast with gold spears were not African but indigenous South Americans. Hell, the gold spears weren't even complete gold, it was a guanine. That is an element that was indigenous to the Americas that is a mixture of gold, silver, and copper. Let me prove this to you. Alright, now the book that I'm going to bring up is a complete collection of voyages that travels consistent of 600 of the most authentic writers by John Harris that was published in 1744. And on page 30, it goes along and says that he says he gave another reason for holding that to find out the truth of what the Indian island Hispaniola reported that there had to come from the southeast of black people who had their javelins of a sort of metal which is guanine, some of which he had sent to their master in the essay of being taken. It appeared 32 parts, 18 were gold, 6 were silver, and the remaining 8 were copper, okay? So those were not gold spears that was brought up to the Taino, they were guanine spears that's a mixture of gold, silver, copper, alright? Now if you want to find out who these people are and where they were, it goes back, you have to read the stories of the voyagers that went. There's this book called The Discovery of a Large, Rich, and Beautiful Empire of Guana, with the relations of the great golden city, Noah. Hope I pronounced that right. He says, which the Spaniards call El Dorado. I know a lot of y'all remember this name right here, El Dorado. That's supposed to be the city of gold. Go to page 59. It says, the sea fast was 300 horses from Cumana towards Orinoco. It says that the enterprise of Guana, the fourth are called the Adaroth, and are as black as Negroes but have smooth hair. Read it again. The fourth are called Adaroths, and are as black as Negroes but have smooth hair. Okay? Now we're going to find out what was the name of the people that owned this element. There's this book called The History of America Before Columbus by P.D.E. Rue, Volume 1, The American Aboriginal, published in 1900. It says the Father Roman, one of the first 12 missionaries after Columbus' discovery, states that a black people came to Haiti from south or southeast who had dots of guanine, the composition gold, silver, and copper, and they were called the Black Guanini. So understand when Christopher Columbus was talking to the Tainos, the Tainos said that there were black people that came from the southeast of Haiti and came up with golden spears. They weren't golden. It was a warning. And the people that came from the southeast were not from Africa. They came from South America. Correct? So that's one of the biggest misperceptions because of the fact a lot of people try to prove that there were no indigenous black Americans by using Christopher Columbus' story by the way he described the people in the island where they're from, but not really come to a realization that the people he talked to told him about more indigenous black Americans. But that's why I don't understand this whole record that there were no black indigenous Americans when literally the indigenous people that Christopher Columbus talked to literally, they said they were going to war with more black indigenous people. So this whole concept that there is no black indigenous Americans, just start off with the voyages. Let's go to these books. Let's start reading. Let's get off this here internet and let's start reading, alright? Thank you. Peace.